part of the reason I bought a Bully Breed, come on bub, let's go, crossbreed or otherwise, is for their high energy. You're gonna drop it, bub, drop it. And they're, no, still jumps. Go on. You know, my little fluffy dog that I had, the Pomeranian, to be honest, I think he was a bit of an alpha. A little Pomeranian, a bit of an alpha, yeah. Bella, where is it, bub? Where is it? She's lost it. Come, bub, come, bub, come, bub. Bella! She got it before me, you little shithead. I showed you where it was, and you got it, snatched it. You're gonna drop it. Drop. Drop. My little fluffy one, right? Go on, bro. Yeah, he used to run off the board. He was entertaining, but the problem with him is that I was his bodyguard, because he could have just got killed by any. When I say just randomly, any dog could have killed him. So I was just his bodyguard, and it was stressful for me. And I found myself doing what a lot of people do, which is stand in the middle of the park, chatting, gossiping. I never gossiped about people, because it's not really my way. But the reason why I know that's what they do is because I used to spend my time hanging out with them in the middle of the park, because I was so bored of just running my little Pomeranian, because it was his bodyguard. He was limited because he was only small. I'm just being honest and frank. With the little fluffy boy, I used to sort of like stand in the middle listening to everybody gossip. I didn't really like it, to be honest. And obviously, I started fading away from that, because I didn't really like the whole gossiping community. And I just wanted to get something that was a little bit more, could look after itself in the park, and a bit more engaging. And that's why I decided to go and get some Bully Breeds mixes. They're Bully mixes. And I didn't look back, and it was amazing. It was great. I love them. They're not easy. Do you know what I mean? It's not like they're easy dogs. And there's a lot of prejudice out there, especially in the UK. That's what I mean. That's why I know when I see those fluffy people standing in the middle. Hold it, wait. Gossiping with each other. I know what they're doing. And like I said, I've been on the other side of it. I mean, standing there gossiping about me, do you know what I mean? You're not going to believe that I was training my dog. This is a good example. I was training my dog, right? Aunt Belle, and because she's a Bully Breed, Bully mix, right? She can handle a lot more than your average dog. Your just average dog, right? That isn't a high drive, that isn't as strong or whatever, right? And plus, you build them up. You don't do it straight away. You build them up. So I was doing. Bella, get off. She was on the road. So anyway, I was building my dog up, training on various appliances that they had in the park. Like, for instance, an old tree that was. I've shown you a video of Boy on the tree. He was getting really good at it. Over COVID, they cut that tree down because somebody complained. I think this is my assumption. One of those gossiping fluffies complained about me training my dog on the tree. Would you believe? There was another time, a couple of times actually, that one complained about the warden because I didn't want their dog running up to my dog. They didn't have an understanding of that. We ended up in a row, so they went and complained to the warden. And then there was another time when they complained to the warden in the same park because I was training my dog, and because obviously they don't train their dogs, they couldn't tell the difference between sport parkour type training and what they thought was abuse. And this was a young person. I reckon she must have been about 15. You know what I mean? And they took her seriously, believe it or not. So anyway, the warden, oi, move on. The warden, walk on, Bella. I don't want her getting used to. Whenever there's a cat and she just becomes alert to it, I tell her to move on. And I'm very stern about it because I'm trying to get her out of doing it. Anyway, what I was saying is the warden turned up, saw me training. Walk on now. There's another cat. There's loads of cats around here. But we got attacked by a cat just recently. and I don't want to get attacked again. So the warden came, sat down, had a watch, saw me training, came around and said, "Oh, you're training?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Oh, good, carry on then." Do you know what I mean? But this is the kind of bullshit that you have to go through when you have particular types of animal, breed of dog, that people aren't used to training their dogs. Because most people, right, and you see them, their dogs are quite fat as well. They go to the park, yeah, they walk their dog around for a little bit, they chat in the middle of the park, gossiping with each other. I've seen them do it, so I know it's true. They let the dogs play with each other a little bit, then they take the dogs home. That's as much as they do. And normally it's the same old park. I mean, unfortunately, at the moment I am at the same park because I don't have a vehicle, so I can't take her to different parks. But when I had a vehicle, we were all over the place, you know what I mean, getting stimulation. Unfortunately, Bella, come on, stop. We can't do that at the moment. But the point is, that's what most people do with their dogs. Most people do that with their dogs. And because they do it, they expect everyone else to do it. Walk on, Bella. And when you don't do it, when you're doing something out of the norm, like training your dog on the fence, walk on. They think it's abuse. So twice I had 2 wardens come around and see my dog in the park that I was training my dog in, and both of them just left me to it because of some arseholes complaining about me training my dog. And then when you look at their dog, you know their dog is just a fat dog that doesn't do any training at all, apart from go out, play with other dogs in a circle, and yaps at other dogs as well. Wait there, Bella, wait. Yaps at other dogs. They gossip about other people in the middle of the park, you know, and they're annoyed that you're not a part of their tribe and their community, because if you're not a part of their community, then you're not with them. Do you see what I mean? So when they let their dog run up to your, mind the shit, when they let their dog run up to your dog, and you don't want that to happen because you're training your dog, there's various reasons why you don't want your dog to get into the routine of running up to other people's dogs, loads of different reasons, and they get upset about it. That's the kind of thing that you're having to deal with, unfortunately, you know. But then, you know, you can't win, because if I let my dog run up to all different types of people and dogs, there'd be multiple complaints. It's okay for them to do it, but it's not okay for your dog to do it. Do you see what I mean? Belle, walk on. They don't want your dog to do it. It's okay for their dog to do it because they've got a fluffy dog, but it's not okay, you know what I mean? It's not. So yeah, I've had altercations quite often, really. And you just have to ignore it, you know, when you get to a point where you really get, you know, you're tired of it and you just want to enjoy your dog.